Hello, and welcome to the Cup TV, the Currently Unnamed Podcast, where we put the real and the tea in reality. And you can always come to us first to quench your thirst. I am your girl, Lana, your resident evil diva. And I'm here to give the tea, spill the tea, and drink the tea because you know I loves me some tea. Her. And you know what I love? I just forget. My cup mug. Ew. I love that cup mug. And you can get your cup mug at lanascreations.etsy.com. That link will be in the description below. And if you look right to the right of the screen, right above Brooke, there is a QR code. And you can scan that QR code and it'll take you right to the place where you can get your cup mug at any of our beautiful cup merch. And we do ship internationally and domestically, so there are no excuses. Get your cup mug, period. Oh.
Well, hi everybody, it's Brooke. I'm passionate about pop culture, and you know what? As much as this outcome was very likely and, probably going to happen from the premiere, I can at least say this. At least he was not bad actively, and I am happy given the circumstances.
I will say, yes. Did I predict to know that this was going to happen? This outcome was going to happen at the preseason? Absolutely. I did. But, like I said it before, and I'll say it again. The only way it wasn't going to happen is if he just could not dance. And he can dance.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm not mad at this outcome at all. It was a good... Honestly, I will say this is a really good finale. I enjoyed this finale more than I thought I would. It was packed with some very fun and great and memorable dances this season. So I'm excited. We're going to talk all about it. But really quickly, follow us on this page. Subscribe to this channel if you will. If you're a fan of competitive reality television, please subscribe to this channel. We truly will appreciate you. We are trying to get 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And yeah, the end of the year is here. And we're not there yet. And so I fear I'm going to be talking about this all in 2026, which is perfectly fine because I will do that until we get to where we need to be. Help us reach our goal, though. If you're a fan of Dance with the Stars, Big Brother, Amazing Race, Survivor, Project Runway, Traders. We're getting into all of those shows. We're talking Traders Canada now. We're going to get in Traders US soon. We got Project Runway. Look, Canada, y'all eating up right now because Project Runway Canada we're talking about. Traders Canada we're talking about. And if you go to our other channel, our drag channel, Drag Race Canada we're talking about. So Canada, this is your moment. This is your time. Have it. And we'll gladly talk to you because guess what? All three shows, they eat. All three shows eat. So we're loving everything. So follow us on this channel and all of our other channels, the drag channel at the Cup Pod for all our drag and drag race content. And if you're a fan of Eurovision Song Contest, at the Cup ESC is about to start popping off again because Juniors is starting soon and that content is going to be rolling out constantly. So we got 3 channels and we got lots of content. So follow us on all of those channels. Follow us on our audio podcast links. Take us where you are because we want to be wherever you are. Also, join our Patreon. Y'all, our Patreon is popping off. We got some good stuff going on in our Patreon. I know we said it before, but I mean it now. We finally got our stuff together here at the Cup.
We've got an upload a week at minimum on the Patreon right now. The past couple weeks, it's been like 3. So
we've got it. And we appreciate those who have joined. We've got some new members, so we do appreciate you joining, but we want a lot more. So join our Patreon. If you're a fan, if you like movies, we got a movie exclusive on our Patreon show called The Movie Bucket. And if you're a fan of competitive reality television, we have a Patreon exclusive called Gone Too Soon about competitive reality shows that may or may not have gone too soon. Our panel will be the judge of that. We'll let you know if we think it's gone too soon.
We're talking about Pirate Master next month. Just quick aside. This past month, we talked about Solitary. It was great. Loved that episode. We're going from a show that everyone loves and wants to come back to a show half of the internet nowadays, half of the Survivor fandom nowadays probably doesn't even know existed. So it's going to be very fun. Oh my God, we need to do Skating with the Stars on there. Oh, I can tell
Oh
Jack.
my gosh. Oh, I will join you for that one. I will join you for that one. But yeah,
Oh my God, I can't
we will
believe
talk about we'll talk about all of that for sure. But so join our Patreon, y'all. I'm telling y'all, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be popping out. Join the Patreon. And follow us on all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. That'll be great. We would love to engage with you there as well. Now, without further ado, there's no reason to delay this because y'all know what y'all came here to see. I know what y'all came here to see. And we're just going to get into it because that's what we want to do. That's exactly what I want to do. I want to talk about it. You want to talk about it, Brooke? Because I want to talk
Yeah,
about it.
I do. Now I will say, on the whole, everybody did at least a good job last night, at time of filming. However, I want to just go ahead and say now, the inconsistency in what took points off from people's dances this week versus like what dances didn't get points taken off. I'm a little irritated. Certain things got points taken off. Like I'm going to specifically say right now, before we even get into the specifics here, Elaine getting all 9s in her quick step, right? Which she has to do an instant quick step to a song. Granted, it's a song that's been around forever, but that doesn't mean you just naturally can match the tempo of a song like that. Quick step is so reliant on tempo, which is hard enough to do an instant quick step. But then she did a really good job. She had one error in that quick step, and she got straight 9s, right? Which I think is fair. Her getting all 9s, I thought was fair. Why in the hell is Dylan not getting docked for having the stiffest legs I've ever seen during his foxtrot? And being praised and said it might have been the best male foxtrot in the history of the show. Are we forgetting that Jordan Fisher did a foxtrot? I'm sorry, what?
Hello?
Hello. Wake
It's crazy. And we're going to talk about it because we're going to get into it. We're going to start off with Alex Earl and Val Schmirkovsky. They did the samba, the cha-cha, instant cha-cha, and a freestyle. We're going to just talk about all of them. You can just talk about it freely.
I think her samba was really good. I liked her samba quite a bit. I also think it's kind of hard to fuck up a samba on the show, I'll be honest. Like, you do the role right, and at that point, as long as you keep the frame and you stay connected for most of the routine, you're doing a good samba, so I'm not going to judge. The cha-cha was, like, fine. And I'm going to be saying that about pretty much all of the instant dances, because I don't think... I was really only impressed by one of them, and I'll be honest, this was not the one I was like going gaga over. However, the choice of making "Where Is My Husband" the song that gets points for me. That's a great choice, production. I respect the hell out of that, because the funny thing is, I just added it to my playlist yesterday, so I had listened to it like 4 times yesterday while I was out doing errands that afternoon, and then they're like, to "Where Is My Husband?" I'm like, yay! And then her freestyle, this was my least favorite freestyle. Because it wasn't a freestyle, it was a passo with like
I said the same thing, Brooke. Oh my God. I literally said the same thing. I was like, this is a passo. And I was like, what's the freestyle about? And then she started doing a little bit of with the girls, and I was like, okay, maybe, but it's still a passo doble.
It was a passo with like a little bit of Argentine tango, and then like again, it was a good passo. Don't get me wrong. It was good. Like, she didn't do bad, but like, I saw the discourse online about Val not being able to choreograph a freestyle properly. I don't know about that, but he does have a bit of that reputation at this point. And I can't say I fully disagree.
Yeah. Well, oh, I'm with you. Her samba was fine. I love that song. I think the first time I heard that song was on "So You Think You Can Dance" and that chin chin, pip pip. Yep. You know. Yeah.
See the real girlies are going to remember that for Lacey and Danny.
Lacey and Danny. That's who I remember it from. Period. So that was the first time I heard it, and that's when I fell in love with that song and that dance. Ugh.
This is, I think, the fourth time they've done it on Dancing with the Stars. They do it every now and then. I know they did it a couple seasons back. And I will say, if you're going to do a samba, you're picking one of your better choices for the song. I can't deny it. Because the Danny and Lacey routine, that's an iconic piece of
singing. That's iconic.
That's but I need a new season of So You Think You Can Dance like tomorrow, and we didn't get one this year. It's not canceled. It's still like considered active on Fox. But what they've been doing with it of just like shoving it in whenever they need a schedule break, I'm like, you're killing me, Fox. You're killing me.
But the only issue I had with it, they slowed it down a little bit. And I was like, why did they slow it down a samba? It was a little slow, but it was still a good samba. And I love her pants, so I was going to always, because I love those pants. And when they do a samba, I love it. But I thought her samba was good. It was good. The cha-cha was fine. I'm with you. I wouldn't have gave it a 30. Probably would have got a 9 from me. But it was fine. And I agree with you so much about the freestyle. Like, it was a paso doble with a little something in the middle, but in a little Argentine take. But I guess that's free, I guess.
Okay, but like, when I compare this freestyle to, like, I'm going to say
any of the other freestyles,
Jordan's, or like, well, okay, you could argue that Dylan's is just a contemporary routine, and we'll talk about it when we get there.
We'll talk about it.
The other 3 freestyles were like, freestyle. When I think of a freestyle, that's what I think of like that. I think of like Steven Nedorosik, of like, it has a little bit of ballroom in it, but for the most part, it's just them emoting and dancing how they feel, right?
Right.
I think about like Chandler when her and Brandon are doing like these old school tap routines into their performance, and that really is freestyle. It's emotive. It tells you a lot about the person and their journey. Right. Something that means a lot to them. This didn't really
show anything. No, it didn't show who she is. Like, I think back when in season 17 with Amber Riley, when she did her freestyle and she brought in her stepping, because she used to do stepping in high school and middle school. Like, she was on the step team. And so she brought in that. And that was an element that was her, that she literally had to teach Derek how to do it because he didn't know how to do it. And so I'm like, that's the kind of stuff I like. I like to see a freestyle where you're like, this is me, and I wanted to do this because I wanted to show y'all who I am. And I love that. But this
also, that Amber Riley freestyle is so underrated. That's my winner.
Baby, that is my favorite freestyle. I don't care what nobody say. Fight with the wall, and fight with your mama, not me.
I can say, in all honesty, I have cried at 3 freestyle routines that like meant a lot to me in the moment that I like really care about. I cannot get through Stevens nowadays without crying. Still, I still think it's beautiful.
Stevens is so
Stevens should have got 3rd just from that freestyle alone. Chandler should have won. Let's be clear. Chandler should have won. Okay, and then Alona should have gotten 2nd, and then Steven should have got 3rd, and Joey should have got 4th, and everyone would have been happy.
I would have been happy.
We would have been watching Chandler and Brandon last night.
Right.
Yeah.
Dang it, we should have been, but whatever. Yeah, it was fine though. I don't know. Like I said, I agree with you. I think this was probably my least favorite. Maybe not my least favorite, but it was okay. It was a good freestyle, but she got 30s across the 10 10 10s across the board.
On all three of her routines, she's the only person that got 90 points last night. And like,
And I was like, what?
I think she should have got docked points for the cha-cha. Like
She should have got dock points for the cha-cha.
they usually give 30 points on the freestyle. So like I'm not gonna talk about scoring the freestyle. But like the cha-cha was a little off. And granted, it's an instant dance. I don't expect it to be perfect, but like when you look at the points that were docked from other people, like
you got other people, so but yeah, I would have gave it a little docks in on the cha-cha, but it was fine. She did fine. Mm-hmm. Yeah, we move to this, to Dylan, Efron, and Daniela. Doing the Paso Doble, the Foxtrot, and then their freestyle.
I'm going to just say this. His freestyle was great. I liked it quite a bit. It was very emotional. It was very pretty. Was it essentially a contemporary routine? Yes. But you know what? I'm okay with it because at least it was emotive. At least it told us something about Dylan and what he is feeling based on his journey. I am very happy for him because I think he did a really good job. The Paso getting 28, I felt that was a little harsh. I think maybe a 29 would have made more sense to me because I don't think it was actively terrible. Like, in my opinion, in a finale, if you're getting a 28 or a 27 on a routine, because they like throwing 10s at people in the finale. I think if this was a regular, if this is the semifinals, he should have gotten all 9s. But because it's the finale, I think an all 9s performance is a 29. So, that Foxtrot getting a 30 though, ridiculous.
Oh my God. Please.
So pissed.
Please.
So watching everybody and their mom talk about how incredible of a Foxtrot this was. Derek Huff, the best male Foxtrot in the history of the show.
Are you freaking smoking acid? Like, dude, hello?
Derek, I know you were a dancer for a lot of these seasons and you may not recall a lot of these routines, but Jordan Fisher is sitting right there. And also, for the record, for the people online, did you go watch this routine again and watch how stiff his legs were for the first half of this routine? No. It's a Foxtrot. You need to glide across that ballroom floor. And he was not.
I was listening. I was watching. I was reading people's comments about it. They were like, oh my God, Dylan did so great. He's phenomenal. I was like, for that Foxtrot? Come now. It wasn't great. But the Paso, I don't think deserved the 28. Maybe I think the Paso was probably his best dance, even though it really didn't do a whole lot. But the Paso Doble is meant for the man to frame the woman anyways. So it's not like he had to do it. And this is where I have a problem with Dance with the Stars. Because y'all know these ballroom dances are harder on the women than they are on the men. And y'all know this because all of y'all are dancers, and y'all know that the woman has to do a lot of the flashy things, and the man is the frame. And you know this, but you judge them like the man is doing all the work when Daniela is really doing the work and dancing around Dylan, and he's standing there holding the frame. Like, literally holding a frame is not as hard as flipping, kicking, switching, twitching, all the stuff that she had to do. So, but then you do another Paso Doble with Jordan, and she's doing the work, and she's getting, and y'all want to act like her Paso Doble wasn't great. I'm just like, y'all are doing, but they do this to the women every season. I'm like, y'all act like y'all don't know ballroom dancing. These men are not doing half as much as what the women have to do. Yes, they have to hold the frame. Yes, they have to be strong. Yes, they have to do all of that. But when it comes to these dances that y'all judging on, and y'all got the female star and the male star getting the same scores for the male doing half the work that the woman has to do, and you doxing her like, oh, your legs weren't straight. Oh, you weren't this, and you weren't in front. Hello? I have a problem with that.
Yeah, specifically, you can add that foxtrot here too, because Dylan, like, granted, we're being a little harsh on the foxtrot. That's because it was, in
Because it
my
was bad.
opinion, out of the
Wasn't
15
good.
routines we saw last night, it was probably the worst one.
Yeah.
And like with the Paso, I will acknowledge that I still think he did a good job at what it demands of the man doing that routine. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
not going to knock him as hard for his score. I mean, and also, none of this is any of the dancers or the celebrities' fault. They can't control how the judges score
Right.
in terms of like how they view mistakes or how they view whatever. But Carrie Ann talking about last night about how the man has such a hard job because you have to be the frame, and I'm like, I'm not saying it's easy, but I think it's easier.
Hello. It's easier. And that's, I can't. But 28, 30, and 30 was Dylan's score. His freestyle, like you said, contemporary, but it told a story, so I could appreciate it.
Mhm.
Um, it was sweet. It was fine. They look good.
Mhm. Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
happy that Dylan did well
He
this
did
week.
well. He
I,
did.
I, I really like in retrospect after last week's elimination, I did think about it a little bit. Based on the dancing last week, he should have went home. But
Mm-hmm.
like, I'm still not mad that he didn't.
Right.
But yeah, like, oh well.
Right. It is what it is, but he's there. He did it. He made it, and good on him. He did a decent job last night. Let's move on to the one and only Elaine Hendricks and Alan Bernstein doing a rumba, a quick step, and the freestyle.
Let's get the good stuff first.
Yes, let's talk about the rumba and the freestyle, shall we?
Yeah, that rumba. Oh my lord, she ate
Tea.
so hard. Like,
Tea.
am I? I'm gonna say something bold. This might have been the best rumba of the season. I'm gonna be honest. I adored this routine. Um, and like, granted, I don't think they've done a ton of rumba this season. They don't do it a lot, but like
We've had,
watching
yeah, we had a couple of rumbas this season.
Jordan did one that was really good. Jordan and Ezra's during Wicked Week is like the only other one I'm like
Yes,
debating
yes.
with because I think that routine was really great
That
too.
was real
But
good.
I don't know. It was magic watching Elaine dance in that rumble last night. God, I love Elaine so much. I am so biased, and I'm not even gonna lie. Um, but then her freestyle, age, her freestyle was perfect.
It was
Alan,
magnificent.
we need to talk about how good Alan is at choreographing a freestyle because Alan is so good at choreographing a freestyle.
Yes.
Um, watching this like mini audition turn into this
Broadway's
like,
mm,
oh god, it was so great. I'm
cinema.
saying it was in terms of quality, overall quality, it was probably the second best freestyle last night. It was my favorite because as much
Mm-hmm.
as I love Jordan's and I really think it was incredible, and it was lovely seeing her special guest. We'll talk about that when we get there.
Mm-hmm.
I just really felt personally I connected a lot to Elaine's,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
because as much as I love Jordan, I am not a woman of color. But I like talking about Elaine, talking about her career and her routine and how she had just stopped dancing at some point and she didn't really know why or when. And then now that she's had this opportunity to fall back in love with dance and that she, oh God, like it punched me in the face. Like I loved it so much. Now the quick step. This was the only correctly scored instant dance of the night. But because of that, it was scored incorrectly, if that makes any sense whatsoever.
I get what you mean. Let me talk about the Roomba. I thought that Roomba was so freaking beautiful. So freaking beautiful. I was so proud of her. I was like, that is gorgeous. She looked good. They looked good together. They moved well. It was the right amount of sensuality for a Roomba. It was everything I wanted in a Roomba. This was it. It was so beautiful. I felt it. I loved it. Amazing. Her freestyle, ugh, it was so good. I loved the whole audition. Um, going to audition, and I just love the whole story. I love the fact that she incorporated her friend, and then she incorporated Andy, and it was just oh, I just loved it. I love seeing it. It was such a good story. Alan does his doggone thing with a freestyle. We've seen it 2 years in a row, or two, not in a row, but we've seen it before with Alana Moore, Alona, and that was such a good freestyle routine as well. I just loved this. This was so good to me. I enjoyed it. It made me smile. I was like sitting here giddy from ear to ear, watching, just smiling, just watching that routine. I think I watched it like 4 times since the show already. Just between yesterday and today, I watched it 4 times. It was so good. I really enjoyed it. A quick step, was it the perfect quick step? No. Did she mess up? Yes. Did I think she deserved a 27? Because they was giving out, they was giving out 30s the whole time for everybody else. So I'm feeling like just give her 32, or just 28, 29 maybe even. Because was it great? No, but like if you passing out 30s like that, hello.
And again, I want to acknowledge the difficulty of having to do an instant quick step, because, and this is my biggest problem with the instant dances. I understand that they do it based on the routines that they had done by that point in the season, like the first 4 routines they did. So if she had done a quick step earlier in the season, it's going to be one of her options. But the fact of the matter is this: it is so much easier to do an instant tango or an instant rumba or an instant cha-cha or samba or whatever than it is to do an instant quick step. Because a quick step, as it says in the name, you have to match the speed of the song perfectly. The tempo is so difficult to manage, and because you're doing all of this intricate footwork the entire routine, if there's any dissonance between the man and the woman in this routine, it's going to stand out. And she had one bad moment in this routine with her legs off, and it happened to be right in front of the judges' table, which was the worst possible spot it could have happened in, I think. And you know what? At least she wasn't wearing fringe pants again to hide her bad footwork, like some people. Alex. I'll clock it. I don't care. So do I think this was a justified score? Yes, but they didn't score anybody else the same way. So like, I feel like this is wrong then.
It does. It's right but wrong. It's right but wrong. Let's keep it moving to Robert and Whitney doing a quick step, a cha-cha, and their freestyle.
Well, first off, the cameraman who missed his really great footwork coming down the stairs in the quick step, I'm bitter, because that was actually really well done, and we missed like half of it, but whatever. I think that quick step should have been a 30. Personally, the only thing was the kip up was out of sync, and that wasn't his fault. That was Whitney's fault. He did it on time. So like, if we're knocking points because a kip up was slightly out of sync, and again, compared to other people who got higher scores, this feels unjustified to me. Now where you should have docked points for him this week was the cha-cha, but that's the real talk. Freestyle was lovely. Freestyle was great. Loved the freestyle, but that cha-cha was a little crunchy. Let's be honest.
Crunchy.
Watching Whitney react to them get 30s, Whitney was like, okay, cool.
We'll take it, I guess. I don't know. The quick step was good, but I thought it was more issues than just the kip up. I think that was the glaring one, but also it was in one of the places right before the kip up. They were out of sync. They were out of sync even before the kip up, and so it was like I saw it like a little wobbly in the feet at that one point. So I could see this 29. I probably would. I mean, I think it should probably been 28, but it was fine. It was still fine. No, the Cha Cha definitely was crunchy. I don't think it should have got a 30 at all. Like, and especially if you just gave Elaine, you know what I'm saying? It's like we need to judge everybody fairly. If we got some crunchy Cha Chas and a crunchy quick step and a crunchy tango and a crunchy whatever other Cha Cha, we need to judge everybody on the same things. And they didn't. But I thought his freestyle was lovely. I just feel like everything he did this episode just pointed at that, yeah, he's gonna win. Like all the stuff of every time he brings up his dad, and every time we get the heartstrings, you know, moving, and I want to be about me and not about this, and I was like, okay, I get it. And the freestyle was lovely. It told the complete story, which is what we want in a freestyle. We want to see the story of the person who's the star, and they gave us a story, and it was beautiful, and it deserved what it got. I appreciated it. I'm not mad at it.
I want to specifically say the use of the Knights hit me pretty damn hard, because you know, throughout the season, a lot of the routines he's done, I'm going to say in relation to his family in general, right? They've been a little bit, I don't want to say sad, because I think he has every right to feel how he wants to feel about it, and you know, present his feelings however he sees fit. I get it, but ending with a bit of a celebration, it kind of felt like the natural bow on this whole story. And all the people online that I'm seeing talking about him using the story for sympathy, yeah, he probably is, but let's be 100% honest. All anybody wants to talk to this man about are one of three things: either A, his Calvin Klein ad that he did at the beginning of the year; B, they want to talk about his dad and how much he reminds him of his dad, and how he must be so sad all the time that his dad passed away when he's so like naturally it's going to be something that he talks about, because that's all anybody seems to want to talk about with him. So like I feel for him in that way of, I don't feel like Robert has been given the chance a lot of the time to just be himself. In the same way that I think Bindi had to deal with that for a long time too, of they were just Steve Irwin's kids and they didn't get the chance to really present themselves as people. And I'm hoping that I really think Bindi, that changed for Bindi when she won Dancing with the Stars. So
that's I'm hoping the show definitely does that for them. Did that for them.
I'm hoping that, you know, we'll talk about it in a second, but I'm hoping that the same thing happens for Robert.
I think it does. I definitely think it does, and I think I understand. And I'm not mad at him for using his story, as people want to say, for sympathy, because guess what? That is his story. That's his life. You can't change his life and say he can't talk about what happened in his life. He was a young boy. He lost his famous father in a tragic way. That's happened. He was living in his father's shadow for this entire time. That's what happens. Because guess what? He looks just like his dad. That happened. I know this. My mom, I might not be a celebrity, and my mom might not have been a celebrity, but in our circle of people where we went to around and who loved my mom were like, oh my God, your mom's the greatest. She's so amazing, blah, blah, blah. We love her. You look just like her. So when she passed, to this day, I'm 47 years old. But if I go back to my home church convention, somebody is going to be like, oh my God, you look just like Diane. Oh my God. Oh, baby Diane, you are Diane's twin. Oh my God. I love your mom. I loved your mom so much. She did. And I hear that constantly. My mom has been gone for over 20 years. And I still get that to this day. So I understand what this man is going through. Like, you are come in your parents' shadow. You have to, and this show for him and Bindi is a way for everybody, for the world to see them for Robert and Bindi, not for Steve Irwin's children. You know what I'm saying? And then they still are doing things, keeping the family, business alive and around and all this other stuff. So it's like he's still going to always have that, his father's legacy over him, but now he's able to come out and shine. And so yeah, if you say he used it for sympathy or whatever, what else was he supposed to do? That's his story, that's his life, that's who he is. He is just telling his story and his journey and his life on this show. So of course we expect to hear it, of course. And what if he didn't say anything about it? Then we'd think he's weird. Like, you're not going to talk about your dad? Your dad was a huge part of, like, we all love Steve Irwin. If you watched anything, you knew who Steve Irwin was. You all loved him. What do you mean you not go talk about him? Did you not love him? Then that other stuff will come out. Did you really love your dad? Did you really like, no, this is this man's life. He loved his dad. He loved his family. And that's what he talked about. And I am never going to be like, he used it for sympathy. No, he just told his story. Point blank clear.
And also specifically, it's something that I see get talked about for reality TV a lot, of these people, especially when it comes to shows like America's Got Talent, where it's like, oh, you don't get success unless you have a sad story, blah, 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 whatever. And do they push them on those shows? Yes, of course they do.
Absolutely.
They get the clicks. Okay, no offense, but do you think that Cody Lee's audition on America's Got Talent would have blown up as much if he was not a blind autistic piano player? He's very talented and very clearly a very good singer and musician, right? But it wouldn't have been as popular if it was just a normal person going on the stage to sing and perform. It would have been good, but it wouldn't have been as impressive as it is to the general public. Mm-hmm. They're going to push what sells no matter what. It's TV. It's the entertainment industry.
Absolutely.
I'm not going to knock people for just telling the truth about their lives.
Exactly. Exactly. But I think Robert did great. This was 3 good dances for him. Well, 2 good dances, 1 decent dance.
Mm-hmm. And specifically that cha-cha, she was crunchy.
Yeah. Let's move on to my girl, Jordan Childs and Ezra Sosa doing a paso doble, a tango, and a freestyle.
Carrie Ann.
Let's
have words real quick, Carrie Ann.
Come to the front.
I'm in the front. Thank you very much. How are you too passionate in a paso doble? It's a paso doble. It is literally the definition of power in ballroom. What? Like, if it was points off for like technique or something, which I think her technique was great, like, don't get me wrong, but if it was something like, oh, your arm circles weren't perfect, or like they were a little bit off or something like that, it would have been bullshit, but at least it would have made sense in terms of what you're saying would have made sense. How are you too passionate in a paso doble? Ridiculous.
You are never beating the allegations, Carrie Ann. You will never beating the allegations. You the one. You coached her. You coached her on this paso doble. What do you mean it's too passionate? Then you didn't do your job, coach.
Mm-hmm. Can we also add on top of this my favorite part of this entire situation, which is that her paso doble was a really good paso doble. Like, she did a really, really, really good job. And the fact of the matter is this, in this finale, there was not a real chance for Jordan to win because of a couple other things, and also because the public just didn't rally behind her in the same way that they did Robert, and honestly they did Alex too. But simply put, if this was judged based solely off of the dances that were delivered on the night, Jordan should have won Dancing with the Stars last night. Because all 3 of her routines were incredible. Her freestyle was objectively the best freestyle of the night. Even if I connected more to Elaine's, I think her freestyle was incredible. It was lovely seeing Normani, robbed icon Normani.
2 robbed icons on the same stage. Oh,
love seeing somebody put, isn't it funny how Normani and Xochi are both at the final and neither one of them are supporting Val, which I thought was hysterical. But yeah, also quick sidebar, Xochi supporting Robert, uh the Xochi Robert shippers, you're winning at the moment from
You're
all the
winning.
pictures.
Yeah.
You're winning right now.
You're winning right now. You're
um
you're up.
you're up. You're on the up. But yeah, she just did a really good job across the board last night. I think all three of her routines should have been perfect scores.
Me too.
You could have argued the tango for me, and not because she did poorly, but just because the instant dances, they are naturally going to be worse than their other performances because they didn't rehearse it. But seeing as how almost all the other instant dances got perfect scores and she was better than all of them, I'm not complaining. So
Yeah. I just was like a 9, Carrie-Ann. You're the coach. That was your, and you give them a 9 because they were too passionate. Get the fuck out of here. Like, go kick rocks. I'm so sick of her. I'm so sick of her. Like, get out of here. You are never beating the allegations. A woman of color that hates women of color. You just hate women of color. You hate black women. Just go ahead and say it. Because, my God. And the fact you tell us you are a powerful woman of color. How would you know what a powerful woman of color looks like when you can't even see look at yourself? You have no idea what a strong, powerful woman of color is because you are weak in the knees. You are the worst. You are the worst, Carrie-Ann Inaba. Like, I'm so sick of her. I'm over it. Oh my God, if I do watch Dance with the Stars next season, I will be tuning her out of my brain. I cannot stand her. She needs to go. Anyway.
let Whitney take her spot on the panel.
Let anybody take her spot on the panel. Like, God,
well, I'm trying to think of who would be a good replacement, and I need Britt to continue being a pro. So what I think about who's available,
bring Cheryl back and let her.
Oh, Mother Burke,
I
absolutely.
would love that. Bring Anna Strubinskaya back. She can do it. That's anybody.
PETA, make it PETA. Please make it PETA.
Get PETA here. She could do it. Anybody else but Carrie. Like, she really getting on my nerves. Tango, fine. She did great. She did fine. But like you said, better than anybody else in the instant dance. But this freestyle, I have never gotten on TikTok to post a reaction to Dance with the Stars this entire season until last night. Because Jordan Childs, the queen that you are, number one, you got Beyonce cleared on Dancing with the Stars. Don't nobody get Beyonce to be cleared on nothing. And you got them to clear. Beyonce cleared you to do Bow Down. Come now, stop it. You already a queen for that. Number two, you bring Normani, another robbed goddess from Dancing with the Stars, to come back because that is your homegirl. That's your friend. And she comes out so you can freestyle to her song, Motivation. And she's there to do. I should have known this was going to be a part of your freestyle if you made it to the finale, because just a couple, like last week or a week and a half ago, Jordan and Normani did a like a switch jobs type thing on YouTube, and it was out there where Normani, she was showing Jordan was showing Normani some more gymnast stuff since Normani is a gymnast, and she was like, let's get on the beam, let's do all this stuff. And then Normani gave Jordan Jordan the dance to Motivation, what they just did. And I was like, oh, so that was practice. That was practice. We see what that was. I loved it. And to see that they used the cage is what Normani did in her video when she was on the cage doing the bop, bop, bop. It was so good. This was by far the best freestyle of the night. Don't care. Argue with your mama, argue with the wall. Don't care. This was the best freestyle of the night, and probably one of my top. It probably just jumped into my top 5 freestyles that I just love. It's so good. It was so powerful. It was so on. And like you said, you feel like you connected to Elaine's more. I connected to this because I am a woman of color and I did like what I saw. And I love that she just went out there and just was like, she just had fun. And she showed power. And she was like, Pam, bow down. I love it. You were queen, Jordan, the queen that you are. I loved it. Every second of it. Every second.
And I also want to give a special shout out. This is the first time we've seen Ezra do a freestyle.
Oh,
Ezra! Oh, please.
Ezra, the king that you are. You ate this up.
Can we give Ezra a good partner every season so I can get an Ezra freestyle every season, please? Because, like, also, special shout out to during your final intro package, Jordan asked, Ezra asked Jordan, what are you going to be taking away from this routine? And Jordan goes, nothing.
He was like, no. I love that. I love that so
Shout out to Anna Delvey.
Just, I love that so much. I love that Ezra got this whole thing. He was able to go from first out to making the finale, showing us everything he could do all season long and giving us one of the best freestyles we've seen the other night. So I'm Ezra, the king that you are, because you were with the queen. Y'all ate that up. This was such a good season for y'all. I need Ezra to get a good partner every season, at least a good partner every season, because this was so good. This was so
good. Can I just go ahead and say right now, I think it's about time we've had a male pairing on Dancing with the Stars, and I think Ezra would be a lovely choice for that. For the record, we've had two women as partners before. I think it's about time we had two men as partners. So keeping my eyeballs out for you, Ezra, because I think you would be a lovely choice for that.
Yeah, if they want to go and do it, I wouldn't be.
They've done it on Strictly a couple times, so like at this point, it just I think it could be a good choice.
It could be a choice. Could be a choice. You'll have some people mad at it, but just like they were mad at the women pairing, but.
And then they got second place because
I'm about to say they wasn't that mad because they got second because they ate. They kind of ate, so it is what it is. Yeah. We will talk about the order because we do get results. And in fifth place, it was Elaine and Alan, and I
respectfully disagree.
I respectfully disagree with that too.
Based on the performances that were given last night.
Yep.
She outdanced Dylan the entire night. And
by far.
Being honest, I would have had her third on the evening above Alex too, but that's just me. And like, granted, was the quick step a bit off in that one portion of it? Sure. But the fact of the matter is this. Elaine was incredible last night. And also, she's just done so good all season. It has been lovely watching her. I am now a fan. And I'm very optimistic for her in the future, just as a human being. That's sweet. That's mom right there.
Love it. Coming in fourth place was Dylan and Daniela. Sure, even though I said I would have had them in fifth place, but good on them. Here's where we get very annoyed for me, because what do you mean?
Yeah.
What do you mean?
I just want to say this. Given the fan bases going into the finale, we kind of figured this was about as high as Jordan could get. But seeing it actually happen after she, in my opinion, was the best across the board last night, I don't like it. I'm not happy about it. I think Jordan deserved to be in the top two above Alex for sure. I think she beat Alex last night. Now, granted, we knew Robert was at minimum getting second place, so there was no shot anybody else is in that top two besides either Jordan or Alex. But
yeah, not happy with that third place for Jordan and Ezra, but second place. Once I saw who the top two was, I knew exactly what. I knew what was happening even before that. But second place went to Alex and Val, which gave us our winner, Robert and Whitney. We'll give you your props. I said it. I knew it from preseason. We knew it when you were announced, Robert. I was like, the only way Robert is not winning this season, because first of all, why y'all announce him months before you announce anybody else? We just been new. And the fact that Bindi has won and now Robert has won, it's just, I love it for them. I do. I love it for them, for the fact that what it will do for him, what it did for her, was let people know who Bindi and Robert are instead of Steve Irwin's children. So I love that it's taken them to a level where they are now out of the shadows of Steve and Irwin. They are their own identities. They are their own entities. They can be, who they want. And I think Dance with the Stars did that for Bindi, and it will do it for Robert now that he has won. And I love that for him. And I love that he's able to, carve his own lane into this life that he leads. And he did a good job on this show. Like, he was a good dancer. The only way he would have lost this season if he was just a crap dancer. And he was not that. He was actually really good. Did he have moments where I was like, ooh, that wasn't so great? Sure. But overall, the man can dance, and he did a really good job. So I'm not mad at him for winning at all.
Yeah. And I just want to say, too, I know a lot of people have been like, oh, but Robert got announced in like April, so that's why he's had enough time to do all this stuff. I'm like, yeah, you know why he got announced in April? Because I guarantee you, after that Calvin Klein ad dropped, they were like, oh, we need to get him on Dancing with the Stars because we know he wants to do it anyway.
Right.
And they know Robert can't keep his mouth shut. Like, that's just the truth. I imagine this would be like if like Tom Holland got on Dancing with the Stars, of like, they know he's not going to be able to keep it a secret, so they just let him tell it then. And also, he is a very busy man. He is booked and blessed. I think it would have been hard. Like, they needed to get him scheduled that far in advance to make sure he could do it. Because he's in the new Zootopia movie. He's, still working at the Australia Zoo. He hosts I'm a Celebrity, Get Me Out of Here in Australia. Like, he's doing a lot of stuff. So they probably had to get him booked that early to be able to get him on the show at all. And then add in the fact that, yes, he did a really good job throughout the season. And the best dancer doesn't always win Dancing with the Stars. We've said
we've seen that. We've seen that.
And he still is a very good dancer, don't get us wrong.
Right.
But he would not have been able to win if he was not at least good. Right?
Absolutely.
Unless you're Bobby Bones. And this is vindication for Whitney not winning the Mirror Ball of that season. Let's put it that way. Milo robbed. Also, it was lovely seeing Milo in the ballroom last night. Hi, Milo. And also, randomly, Melissa from Dance Moms was sitting behind Carrie Ann the entire night, and it was very distracting.
I didn't notice her at all.
She was there. It was like Carrie Ann, and you can see a couple of people behind them. It was Carrie Ann, Melissa off to the left. And it was so distracting for me. I'm like, what are you doing here, Melissa? Maddie's not on the show.
Well, Julie. She's trying to get in there somewhere. I don't know. But congratulations to you, Robert. You did a phenomenal job this entire season, and well-deserved win. Overall, I will say that I enjoyed this season. I really, really did. It was some questionable things happening with Carrie Ann. I'm just going to say it. She's questionable to me. But overall, I enjoyed this season. I enjoyed this cast. And I thought it was a good season.
I really enjoyed it too. I want to just say right now, the best thing they can do for this show and this is just my opinion, go back to 2 seasons a year. And I'm just saying personal taste based on what I see online. Everybody and their mom is obsessed with Dancing with the Stars again. And it's kind of crazy to say that because I remember like even before pre-COVID, it was kind of like if you're on Dancing with the Stars, you're either brand new and just coming up or your career's kind of like over. And it seems like now it's different again. People are falling back in love with the show. We're seeing record voting numbers. And I want to say maybe it's that simulcast on Disney Plus. I really think that's helping a lot. And I'm hopeful that if they were to do a second season, which they're not going to next year because of the tour dates, but I think it would do really well. And I think it would give them more confidence with this format moving into the future.
Bring back result shows. Bring back the result shows. I think we need the result shows. I like the result shows because it gives us the people more time to vote instead of having to vote within that little bit of time frame that they have. I want a result show. I don't know, especially for the finale. Like, give us this 2-night finale where we get the freestyle. The vote for the favorite freestyle so we can see it again the next night, or get something like give me the result show at least for the finale. That's my only thing. But other than that, like it. And yes, I would like to see 2 shows, 2 shows per season in the year. But anyway, that's it. We're done. Dancing with the Stars finale is over. That means we're done with this season. Brooke, you joined me for the last 2, and I love that. I really appreciate you.
Yeah, I love Dancing with the Stars. I love dancing shows in general. If and when So You Think You Can Dance gets another season, I will be all over that. Don't get it twisted. I will be there. But God, this was probably my favorite season of the show in the past like 3 years, like the past like 5 or 6 years. Like I really enjoyed these. This cast was great. A lot of the routines were outstanding, and they're going to be things we're going to come back to. There's a lot of people from this cast that I think would do so well on like an All-Stars 2 or Dancing with the Stars. We should do a fan cast for Dancing with the Stars All-Stars 2 because there are so many names.
So many people I would want to see on there.
We should do that. I think
we might think about. We'll think about that. We'll think about it. No promises, but we'll think about it.
No promises. But yeah, maybe it'll happen. Maybe.
We'll see. But thank you all for joining us on this journey. We truly appreciate you. If you have any comments, let us know what you think about the show, the finale, the winner, the order. Let us know everything. We appreciate it. Follow us on this channel, subscribe to this channel and all of our other channels. All the links will be in the description below, as well as our audio podcast links, our Patreon, all of our socials at The Cut Pod on Twitter, Instagram, TikTok, and Blue Sky. You can follow Brooke and myself if you like. Our handles are trending down there. You can do that. And always and forever, don't forget to get your cup mug. Get it. And that QR code is back. You can scan that QR code right now, and it'll take you right to the link to get it. Go and favorite the shop if you please. I would love that because it helps also. Even if you don't buy it, helps to favorite it. So follow, get your cup mug and any of our cup merch, scan the QR code, follow us, do all the things. And we're gonna get out of here because we got more content to make and more things to do. But what you could do is just go watch the next video. Click on the next video. Go watch all of our recaps for Dance with the Stars and then all of our other shows that we cover. We truly, truly appreciate it. And we'll see y'all next time. Cheers, everybody. Bye.
Bye.